Hi, this is Radhika from Percept Software Systems. So in this tutorial we'll create a demo on Node.js. So as we know that Node.js is a server-side platform built on Google Chrome's JavaScript engine. Basically Node.js is an open source cross-platform runtime environment for developing server-side and networking applications. So there are various frameworks of Node.js, for example Happy.js, Socket.io, Express.js, Mojito, Meteor, etc. So in this tutorial I'm using Express.js framework of Node.js. So Express has the biggest community, it's the most matured framework, and it offers a simple way to get a server up, and it promotes the code reuse with its built-in router facility. So this is a simple Node.js demo in which I'll retrieve the data, I'll delete, update, and do various operations. So my demo name is Express.js demo, and I've installed npm in my system. So I need various packages, right? So here I need to right click. So basically the packages required for my demo is body parser, Express, Jade, MS SQL for SQL connectivity, node static, bug, etc. So in order to get these packages, I need to right click on this option npm, and I need to install new npm packages, right? So I've already installed in my system. So first of all I need to code on my app.js file. So first of all it's var express equals require express. So I'm using Express framework, and I'm declaring a variable express and require. Basically the main functionality of require is it reads a JavaScript file, it executes the file, and proceed to run the exports object. Basically in simple words you can say require, it's used to load the libraries, and it is used to load an external module as well, right? So here Express I have just installed in my package in my system, right? So here I'm using that to require, right? Var app equals new express. So I'm creating object of express over here. So var body parser equals require body parser. So body parser, its main functionality is it extracts the entire body portion of an incoming request stream, and it exposes on request.body, right? So I'm declaring the variable body parser. Now app.set view engine Jade. So basically Jade is a high performance template engine, and app.use body parser.url encoded extended false. So after having the row contents, body parser will parse it using one of the four strategies, right? So we have four strategies in which we can use the body parser. It's body parser.raw sorry, body parser.text, body parser.url encoded, and body parser.json, right? So I'm using body parser.url encoded because I need app to be run on URL, right? So app.use body parser URL encoded, its parameters app.get / function request comma response. So there are two ways we are requesting something and we're getting response for that, right? So we have var SQL, we're declaring the variable SQL equals require MS SQL. So MS SQL I've already installed in my system. So to require I'm just loading the external libraries, where config equals username, password, server, and database name. So here the information is hidden, so you need to provide the actual username, the actual password, and the actual server name, and as well as the database name, right? So here is the connectivity code, SQL.connect config function err. So here it's the connectivity code. Through this we can connect it with the database, right? Here if we have any error in connectivity, console.log err, it means console.log, it will print err, we'll get the message err in case we have any kind of errors or any connection problem, right? So var SQL equals require SQL.request, var request, we're declaring the variable request, and we're creating a new object, right? Request.query equals it's select star from table employee. Table employee is our table name, and what we want all the information, all the column names from this table, right? Function err comma record set. So if we have any error in then we'll get the message err, else request.render orders data. Orders data is our Jade file. Here we need to, in our demo, we need to create a new folder called views, we need to right click and we need to add new item. In order to add the jade file, we need to have the, make sure you are creating jade file in views folder, right? So it's the jade file, so I've already created a jade file in my demo. So my jade file name is oris data, right? So here it's similar as HTML. So basically we have alignment issues in a jade file, so make sure we have the correct alignment, right? So its title name is employee details, and we have body, we can give the background color, and we can add the new hyper reference in order to add new employees. So right now we don't have functionality for this. So table, we can provide the border, and we can provide a hard coded names for the rows. So each, here's the main syntax, it's the looping and a jade file, each employee and employees. So we have two variables declared, employee and employees. So each employee and employees td equals, we're using this variable in order to fetch the data from the database, right? So td equals employee or username. So make sure you have the same column names as you have in tables, right? So in database we have the table. So in that table the column names should match with this one, employee or address dot email, phone number, postcode, DOB, etc. So right, so we have td, here's our two hyper reference in order to delete the data and edit the data. So in this tutorial we just learn how to retrieve the data from database, and we need to show on UI level through jade file, right? So now we'll use this employee variable. This variable we'll use in app.js file. So we have requested for the query that select star from table employee, and in case we have ever error, we'll get error message, else response.render oris data is our jade file, employees record set. So it's a parameter, so make sure this employees should match with this one, right? So otherwise we'll get the error. So here is a var server, we're declaring a variable server app.listen 1337. So it's a port number on which our application will run function. Console.log server is running. So in case everything seems to be working fine, you'll get the message that server is running. It means that there is no issue in the code, right? So here, so now we need to go on Microsoft Edge. So now our application will run on localhost 1337, right? So it's just a simple demo where we can retrieve the data from database, and we can show on UI level through jade file, right? So now we need to get the message server is running, so it means there is no issue in the code. In case we have any kind of issue in the code, we can get the error message over here. Alright, so now we get the message server is running. So application is running on localhost 1337. Right, so we have the jade file, and here we can get the data from the database, right? So it's just a simple code where we can get the data, we can retrieve the data from database. So in the next tutorials we'll learn how to edit the data, how to delete, and how to update all the details of employees. So thank you for watching this video.